Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I'm Randy and this is a thread response. And the thread was started by Rob Walker over in the UK, who's currently on the mend from an injury, but it looks like he's doing well. And the idea of this thread is to show two albums released on the same day and which album you think is better. And so I have seen his response and I've seen Dale at Gatefold 33 and Richard McCook's, so I don't think I'm copying any of theirs, but let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, I want to try to do these in chronological order, and the first battle, they were released in October 10, 1966, and it was Simon & Garfunkel's Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme. Great acoustic album. It's got Homeward Bound, Dangling Conversation, 59th Street Bridge Song, Feeling Groovy. What was the other one I really love on here? Flowers Never Been with the Rainfall. Just a great album. And it's going against the Monkees' debut. It has the theme from the Monkees, the television show. Last Train to Clarksville, great hit off here. Papa Jean's Blues, which Michael Nesmith wrote and produced on here. All the Monkees sing on here, but I think Peter Tork's the only Monkey that actually plays anything on here. I think he plays guitar in a couple songs. But just a wonderful debut album, but I think this has more songs that I like, so I'm going to take Simon & Garfunkel. Next, two albums released on April 3rd, 1968. Got Simon & Garfunkel again with Bookends. It's got the great At the Zoo, A Hazy Shade of Winter, which the Bangles did a great cover of. Mrs. Robinson, of course, people know from the movie The Graduate. America, Save the Life of My Child. Just a wonderful album by Simon & Garfunkel. And it's going to go against Moby Grape, Wow. They released two albums at the same time that came in a package, but I'm just going with Wow because I think it's the better of the two. Got Murder in the Heart for the Judge, which is great. Bitter Wind, Motorcycle Irene's pretty fun song, and they also do Just Like Gene Autry, a Foxtrot, which kind of make it sound like a 78 on here. It's a unique album by Moby Grape, but I think I'm going to pick Simon & Garfunkel again, Bookends, over that. Next are two albums released on April 23rd, 1976. First one, Burning Spear's Garvey's Ghosts, which is a dub album of their third studio album, which was Marcus Garvey, and this is their fourth. Pretty interesting to hear the dub versions of these songs. Like I said, by Burning Spear. And it's going to go up against the Rolling Stones' Black and Blue, which I think is an underrated Rolling Stones album. It has one of my favorite songs of theirs in Memory Motel. Also got Hand of Fate and several other songs that I think are really good. Fool to Cry. But even though this is kind of unique, I'm going to pick the Rolling Stones' Black and Blue on that one. Next are two albums from May 13, 1977. This is the third studio album by Roger Daltrey called One of the Boys. It's got several great songs on here. Avenging Annie, Say It Ain't So, One of the Boys, the title track, and also Giddy, a song written by Paul McCartney. And it's going up against Ian Hunter's third solo album. And Ian Hunter from Mott the Hoople. This is called Overnight Angels. This wasn't really a fair fight because even Ian Hunter didn't like this album. But it's got a couple good songs on here, but overall it's not his best. So yeah, Roger Daltrey takes this one. Next, two albums from February 15, 1980. And we've got Bad Luck Streak and Dancing School by Warren Zevon. It's got the great song Bill Lee. Talks about the Red Sox pitcher, which is pretty cool. Jeannie Needs a Shooter, Uh, Bruce Springsteen and Warren Zevon wrote. Gorilla, You're a Desperado, Betta Coles, Certain Girl, Jungle Work. Play It All Night Long is a really good song too. Kyle, I just love this album. Warren Zevon. Bad Luck Streak and Dancing School, but it's going against Elvis Costello and Get Happy. This is kind of his R&B album where it's like 20 songs of R&B grooves, like I Can't Stand Up for Falling Down, Motel Batches, Temptation, I Stand Accused, Riot Act, High Fidelity, Clown Time Is Over, Man Called Uncle, Possession, King Horse. God, I love all these songs. Love for Tender. This is a 5-star album, and I say this is 4.5-star album. So barely Elvis Costello wins on this one. Next, 2 albums released on October 17, 1980. You have Flesh and Blood by Roxy Music. It's got The Midnight Hour. It's really good. Same Old Scene. And probably my favorite song, one of my favorite songs of theirs, not my favorite, but one of my favorite, Over You is great. Also do a remake of 8 Miles High, the Bird song. And it's going up against The Up Escalator by Graham Parker and The Rumor. This album got a little flack for Jimmy Iovine's production, but I think it's fine, and I think it's one of his most underrated albums. I love Love Without Greed, Endless Night, No Holding Back, Devil's Sidewalk, Stupefaction. I love all those songs, Empty Lives. This is just one of his most underrated albums, I think, The Up Escalator, going against this Roxy Music one, and I'm picking Graham Parker. He's one of my favorite artists, too, so that you might have a little edge by that. The next battle is from October 17, 1980. We got Bruce Springsteen and his album The River. It's a double album with Ties That Bind, Hungry Heart, which is one of his biggest hits, Out in the Street, which is a great song that he does in concert, Point Blank, Cadillac Ranch, Drive All Night's a great ballad, Jackson Cage, Sherry Darling. God, it's just full of great songs on this one. 5-star album. And it's going against my favorite Dire Straits album, another what I consider a 5-star album, Making Movies, which has Romeo and Juliet, and it has Tunnel of Love, Espresso Love, just 2 great albums. Maybe this is kind of unfair because it's a double album. It's got more great songs on it, so I'm picking Bruce Springsteen's The River. Next is another hard battle from October 1, 1984. We've got Midnight Oil in their album Red Sails in the Sunset, which got When Generals Talk, Minutes to Midnight. Just some great songs. You know, they have a lot of political content on their albums. And then we have U2, The Unforgettable Fire, which has the song Pride in the Name of Love. 4th of July Bad, which is one of my favorite U2 songs, but I think I like the live version that they did later better. But 2 great albums. I think Midnight Oil did some better albums later, so I'm picking U2's The Unforgettable Fire against on this contest there. The next 2 are some CD battles because it's in my CD buying years. And for March 14, 1995, we got Matthew's Sweet, 100% Fun, kind of jangle pop with a rock and guitar edge. Matthew Sweet's a wonderful guitarist. Sick of Myself was probably his biggest hit, and it's on this one. We're the Same, Giving It Back. Just great, like I said, jangle pop with a harder edge guitar. It's going to go against the Goo Goo Dolls, maybe one of their best albums, and A Boy Named Goo. It has the songs Long Way Down, Only One Name. But yeah, it's 2 really good albums, but I think I'm going to go with Matthew Sweet's 100% Fun. And the last one, I've got 2 albums from April 23rd, 2002. And I've got not my favorite Elvis Costello album, When I Was Cruel, and not my favorite Paul Westerberg album, who was the leader of the Replacements, and his album Stereo. They both have some decent songs on here. Mr. Rabbit, Don't Want Never. It's got Spooky Girlfriend 45, When I Was Cruel -- 2. Taking Elvis. But yeah, not my favorite albums by these guys, but I think I like Elvis's album more. And that's it. I hope to see some other people doing this, and plan on watching some of the other ones that I haven't seen yet, because I didn't want to do well, I guess I might be doing the same one since I haven't seen them yet. But hope everyone's doing well, and take care.